Good morning to you. Time now, 6:43, time for weather on the threes. Here's your Titan radar this morning. We are clear all across the area. That really isn't going to change anytime soon. That's good news as you get ready for school or work this morning. Another perfect 5 day forecast, low humidity, a lot of sunshine, really a beautiful day on tap, but it is going to be hot for this time of the year. Our satellite picture mainly clear this morning, but there are a few of those high cirrus clouds up in the sky, and I have a feeling it's going to be a beautiful sunrise when the sun comes up here in about 15 more minutes. Temperatures this morning are a little warmer than yesterday, thanks in part to the cloud cover. Humidity still fairly low. Ken and Faye Watson reporting 67 in Forest Brook. Dave Hicklin reporting 65 in Florence. And it's cool in North Carolina. Boss Locklear reporting 63 in Pembroke. It'll be a cool morning, 70s at 9 o'clock, lower 70s at that. Then we warm it on up by noon today, mid-80s. It's going to be a hot afternoon. 92 the high today in the PD. The average this time of year, only 85. There's a cold front forming out in the Plain States, and that will move in this weekend. It'll reinforce the dry air. It's not going to have enough moisture, though, to give us any rainfall. Another front came into the area overnight. This one has now stalled and will be lifting to the north over the next couple of days, and that's going to keep us nice and warm, especially in the afternoon. Here's your future traffic forecast. We'll fast forward to about 3 o'clock this afternoon. The front's still north of the area, so that means we're on the warm side of it. We'll continue to be on the warm side of the front tonight as well, but with dry air in place, we're still going to cool off very nicely into the 60s tonight. Another beautiful warm day on Thursday. In fact, we'll stop the clock at 3 in the afternoon. Probably not a cloud in the sky. And the clouds and the rain out to the west. That's our cold front coming in for the weekend. It looks like by the time it gets into the Carolinas, though, all the moisture is going to be gone, and we're going to remain bone dry. I tell you what, things are very, very active in the tropics. We have 2 Category 4 hurricanes out there. This is Igor, a little farther out in the Atlantic. We have Julia, and now we have a tropical storm over there in the Caribbean Sea, but that one's making landfall this morning, so not a big issue. There's Julia. Look at that. The wind's 135. That one will definitely stay out to sea. Now Igor has winds of 145. It's not going to threaten the U.S. mainland, but it will be threatening Bermuda. In fact, the center of this one could pass just to the west of Bermuda, and that would put it on the worst side of a Category 3 storm. So this is going to be a very big event, it looks like, in Bermuda. We'll get some high surf starting tomorrow along the Grand Strand. Other than that, no effects from any tropical systems for the next 7 days. Sunny and hot out there today. We'll continue to enjoy the low humidity. You're high in the upper 80s at the beach with lower 90s inland. Overnight tonight, mainly clear skies, maybe some patchy fog overnight. Low temperatures in the low to mid 60s in the PD with upper 60s on the Grand Strand. Here is your 7-day forecast for the Grand Strand. We'll keep high temperatures in the upper 80s, which is above normal. A beautiful weekend with sunny skies and highs in the 80s. The inland forecast, hot out there for a few days with highs in the low 90s through Friday, and overall remaining very warm for this time of the year through the weekend. All right, the time now is 6:48. It is Color the Weather time, and our artist of the day is Gabrielle Alexander from Del May Elementary.
Very nice. We got a lot going on here. Well, let's see.
I think it's the kite. It looks like a kite to me, right?
Yeah.
I think it's a kite.
Gabrielle doing something I've never been able to do successfully, and that's fly a kite.
It's been years since I've tried to fly a kite, but
Me too.
this picture looks
Gabrielle got hers all the way up into the clouds.
She sure did.
Very good, and away from those trees. That's important. Very,
Absolutely. Thank you, Gabrielle, for the great picture out of Del May Elementary. And kids, we want to see yours too. So go ahead and send them in to 101 McDonald Port in Myrtle Beach or P.O. Box 100528 in Florence.